What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, the Chicago Bulls are back. They have risen like the Phoenix. They're 37-21 on here. And DeMar DeRozan has been sensational over the past 6 games. He's had a 6-game stretch where he scored at least 35 points and shot over 50% from the floor. This is something that Michael Jordan never done. You keep seeing that. Something Michael never even did. Only Wilt Chamberlain has matched it. And it wasn't too long ago. I think it was late December going into January, in the earlier days of January, that the Chicago Bulls were the toast of the NBA. They had the best record in the Eastern Conference. Had it not been for the outbreak, perhaps they would have had the best record in the NBA. They were decimated by injuries and decimated, overall. But DeMar DeRozan was playing at an MVP leading trajectory. Um, Game winners, missed the fourth quarter. But then, I'm going to search directly, came an injury to Lonzo Ball. Then, a humiliating nationally broadcasted defeat at the hands of the Brooklyn Nets. Matter of fact, that might have been the very last game that all three of those guys played before the injury. And then a nationally broadcasted beatdown after the Warriors got their ass blasted by the Bucks. They come back the very next game and beat the shit out of us. And then we play the Bucks, and Grayson, that fucking thug, injures Alex Caruso, and it was a downward trajectory since then. Each one of these contests, DeMar DeRozan returned to DeMar Defrozen, and the doubters came. Now, since then, the Bulls have not been the same overall. Now, the Bulls have had some issues defensively, but they have gotten worse with the injuries to Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso. So the Bulls basically have changed philosophy. They're trying to outscore everybody. Now, to me, that's not winning basketball overall. I think they can get you through some stretches, but it's not a key to success. Historically, it's not a key to success in the playoffs. But it's working right now. Um, they're utilizing Vucevic more. Last couple of games, he's been averaging 20 points a game, looking more like how he looked in Orlando. But the story has been DeMar DeRozan. The last 6 games, averaging 38 points per contest, 39 points per game. And as a consequence, his seasonal scoring average is close to 28 points a game, which is a career high for him. And he's approaching the highest scoring the highest scoring average for a player ever not named Michael Jordan. I think last year, Zach LaVine averaged 28 points a game. He's averaging 27.9. So we will see how that follows. And Zach LaVine's not playing right now. Zach LaVine is trying to ail his aching knee. But I want to say this, though. All these comparisons to Michael Jordan, I get a little irritated by them, because I got those. But it irritates me because, I've seen in the past people compare DeMar DeRozan to Michael Jordan because he doesn't shoot a lot of threes. He doesn't shoot the three ball very well. Earlier in his career, he was known for his athleticism, his mid-range game. He is a clutch performer. There's some little Michael there. Difference is Jordan was a lockdown defender. Michael could actually shoot the three. I'm not saying he was Steph Curry, but you got to remember in the NBA Finals, Michael Jordan was a 37% career three-point shooter. If you go to the 1990s, just look at the 1990s, Michael Jordan was a 36% three-point shooter. So what I'm getting at is, You know, there's some basic similarities, but they're not the same player at all. At all. No. Michael had a much more polished overall game than DeMar DeRozan. And it was just there's just different levels to shit, mentality, killer instinct, just a different level player, man. But we gotta wait to the playoffs to see these comparisons. We gotta wait to the playoffs because too often this season we've seen when the stakes are high and he's not playing against the Wizards or the Pacers, but when he's playing against the Warriors and the Bucks and the Suns, when he's playing against these great teams, he reverts to being Demar Defrozen. So I want to see him do this in the playoffs when it matters before I start saying, you know what, okay, maybe he is the best Bull since Mike, because I think people have forgotten about Derrick Rose big time. They've forgotten about Derrick Rose. I mean, the guy won an MVP award. Think about that for a second. The guy won an MVP award when LeBron James was in his prime, when Dwayne Wade was in his prime, when Kobe was still playing, when Dirk Nowitzki was still playing at the apex of his powers, when Tim Duncan was sort of out of his prime but still playing. You had Garnett, you had Pierce. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of talent in the NBA still, and he won an MVP award. So come on. But anyway, tell me what you guys think.